You've cut them off and now they're furious. Can you feel it? The tension in the air, the whispers behind your back, the rumors they're spreading like wildfire. They're twisting the story, making you the villain. Every day their anger grows. They're not mad because of what you did. No, they're mad because you took away their privilege of basking in your blessings. Yeah, I said it. Privilege. Listen to me closely. As a chosen one, your energy is different. It's powerful, magnetic. People are drawn to it like moths to a flame. And when you finally take that away, when you remove yourself from their grasp, they lose it. They can't handle it. But let me explain why that's happening and how you can protect yourself from these energy leeches. As a chosen one, your energy is not just different, it's transformative. It's the kind of energy that can shift atmospheres, change lives, and alter destinies. People are drawn to you not just because of what you do, but because of who you are at your core. Your very existence challenges the mundane, bringing light to dark places and hope to the hopeless. You are the lighthouse in the storm, the beacon that guides lost ships back to shore. You might have noticed how people seem to open up to you, sharing their deepest fears and dreams without hesitation. It's because they sense your empathy, your understanding. You have this innate ability to make others feel seen, heard, and valued. Your words carry weight. Your advice resonates on a soul level. And because of that, people keep coming back, seeking more of that healing energy you so freely give. Your blessings don't just come in material forms. Yes, you might lend a hand financially, or offer your time and resources, but the real blessing you bring is your energy, your kindness, your compassion, your willingness to listen when no one else will. You make people feel seen, heard, and valued, and that is priceless. It's the kind of energy that many spend their entire lives searching for, and when they find it in you, they cling to it, often without realizing how much they are drawing from you. But here's the challenge. When you continuously give and pour into others, it becomes easy for them to forget that you too need to be replenished. You've been so generous with your time and energy that it has almost become expected. They start taking your blessings for granted, assuming that you'll always be there, always willing to help, always the one to call when they're in need. But every source has its limit, and when you stop giving so freely, they are left in shock, not realizing how much of themselves they had been relying on you to fulfill. People have become so accustomed to your generosity that they've started to see it as the norm rather than the gift that it is. They've forgotten to express gratitude, to reciprocate, or even to consider your needs. It's not that they intend to be ungrateful, it's that your constant giving has made it easy for them to overlook the effort and energy it costs you. And so, they continue to bask in your blessings, taking and taking, rarely giving back. They don't see the nights you spend drained, the moments you doubt yourself, or the times you wish someone would offer you the same support you offer them. They only see the endless well of positivity and assistance you've always been, but every well runs dry if not refilled. Their anger isn't about what you've done, it's about what they no longer have access to. You see, when someone has been feeding off your blessings for so long, they start to feel entitled to them. They've gotten comfortable with always having you there to support them, to listen to their problems, and to give them your energy. So when you pull that away, it's like you've flipped their world upside down. They're not mad because you're taking care of yourself. They're mad because they've lost their easy source of comfort and support. When you finally decide to prioritize yourself, to set boundaries, and to conserve your energy, that's when the tides turn. Suddenly, those who were always so friendly become distant or even hostile. They might accuse you of changing, of no longer being supportive. But let's be clear, they're not upset because you've changed for the worse. They're upset because you've stopped serving their needs at the expense of your own. Think about the way they react when you try to set boundaries. Instead of respecting your need for space, they push back, they make you feel guilty, or worse, they spread negativity about you to others. But what they're really upset about isn't your boundaries, it's their loss of control. They were used to having unlimited access to your blessings, and now that you've stopped the flow, they don't know how to function. It's easier for them to label you as the problem, rather than face the fact that they've been depending on you to fill the voids in their own lives. Deep down, these people are facing a harsh reality. Without your energy, they are forced to confront their own lack. They relied on you not just for emotional support, but for the sense of validation, success, or positivity they couldn't generate on their own. By cutting them off, you've inadvertently forced them to deal with themselves, and that's a painful realization for someone who has spent so long avoiding personal responsibility. Their anger is not just about losing you, it's about the internal work they now have to face without you to carry the burden for them. Moreover, they might fear that others will notice your absence in their lives and question why. To protect their image, they spin narratives where you're the villain who abandoned them, rather than admitting they were taking advantage of your kindness. It's a defense mechanism, a way to deflect from their own shortcomings, and it hurts, doesn't it? To realize that the people you cared for, the people you thought had your back, were only there because of what they could take from you. But that's the truth of the matter, and now that you've stopped giving, they're showing their true colors. They're angry, they're lashing out, but deep down they're just hurt because they lost something they didn't even appreciate while they had it. Decepticons don't walk around with signs on their foreheads saying, "I'm here to use you." They are subtle, clever, and often disguise their intentions under the guise of friendship, love, or loyalty. They present themselves as people who care about you, who are invested in your well-being, but if you look closely, their actions betray them. Their loyalty only goes as far as what they can gain from you. The moment you stop providing them with what they want, their true colors begin to show. These individuals are skilled manipulators. They may use flattery to keep you close, praising you for your generosity while subtly guilting you into continuing your support. They might say things like, "I don't know what I'd do without you," or "You're the only one who can help me with this." While these statements may seem appreciative on the surface, they're actually reinforcing their reliance on you. One of the clearest signs of a Decepticon is how they react when you say no. A genuine friend will understand when you can't give your time or energy. They'll respect your boundaries, but a Decepticon, they'll manipulate the situation to make you feel guilty. They might say things like, "I thought we were closer than that," or "After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me." These guilt trips are designed to pull you back into their control, to make you doubt your own boundaries and feel like you're the one in the wrong. Another tactic they use is playing the victim. Whenever you bring up your concerns or attempt to set boundaries, they turn the tables to make you feel guilty. They might bring up past favors they've done for you, no matter how minor, to make you feel indebted. Or they might exaggerate their struggles to elicit your sympathy and keep you engaged. Watch out for the ones who suddenly disappear when you stop giving. Notice how their energy shifts when you start saying no. Decepticons are great at being there when things are good, but as soon as you pull back your blessings, they're gone, and they'll try to make you feel bad for it. In relationships, these users are even more insidious. They'll pretend to love you, to care about you, but their love is conditional. It's only there as long as they're benefiting from you. The moment you start focusing on yourself, on your growth, they'll turn the tables and make it seem like you're the one who's changed. But the truth is, they were never in it for the right reasons to begin with. Pay attention to how they react when you need support. Do they offer a listening ear, or do they quickly steer the conversation back to themselves? Do they make time for you, or are they always too busy unless they need something? Genuine relationships are reciprocal. If you find that the giving is predominantly one-sided, it's a red flag. Taking back control of your blessings is not just about saying no to others. It's about saying yes to yourself. You've spent so much time pouring into others that it's easy to forget what it feels like to pour into yourself. It's time to reclaim that power, to take back ownership of your energy, and to prioritize your own well-being. This is not about becoming selfish, but about realizing that you cannot give from an empty cup. You deserve to be replenished just as much as anyone else. Once you've identified the imbalances, it's time to set clear, firm boundaries. Communicate your needs openly. You might say, "I need some time to focus on myself," or "I won't be able to help with that right now." You don't owe anyone lengthy explanations or justifications for prioritizing your well-being. Reclaiming your blessings means setting boundaries, and those boundaries must be firm. People who are used to taking will push back when they realize they no longer have the same access to you. They'll question your decisions, make you feel guilty, and try to manipulate their way back into your life. But this time, you need to stand strong. Understand that your energy is valuable, and it is not for everyone. Not everyone deserves the privilege of being in your life, and that's okay. One of the most powerful things you can do is to be unapologetic about your boundaries. You don't owe anyone an explanation for why you're choosing to protect your energy. Whether it's friends, family, or even longtime partners, the people who truly care about you will respect your decision. Those who don't? Well, they were never truly invested in you. They were invested in what you could do for them. By taking back control, you're not just protecting your blessings, you're also making space for people who will appreciate, respect, and reciprocate your energy. Invest time in self-care practices that replenish your energy, meditation, journaling, nature walks, or any activity that brings you joy. Surround yourself with people who genuinely care for you, who celebrate your growth and respect your boundaries. These are the relationships that will nourish your soul. And yes, some people will be upset. Some people will call you selfish. They'll try to make you feel guilty. But let me tell you something. You have nothing to feel guilty about. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It's necessary. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and you deserve to be filled too. When you cut off their access to your blessings, the first thing many of these individuals will do is try to turn others against you. They'll twist the narrative, playing the victim and telling anyone who will listen that you've changed, that you've abandoned them, or that you're no longer the person you used to be. This is a classic tactic of control. By tarnishing your reputation, they hope to isolate you, to make you feel like you're the problem. But remember, the truth will always come to light, and those who truly know you will see through the lies. They'll try to guilt-trip you, make you feel like you're in the wrong for protecting your energy. But don't fall for it. Their reaction is not a reflection of who you are, it's a reflection of what they've lost. They're mad because they no longer have access to your energy, your time, your resources. And instead of being grateful for all you've done, they're angry because they can't take from you anymore. Expect resistance. Those who have been benefiting from your lack of boundaries may react negatively. They might accuse you of being distant or uncaring. Stand firm. Remember, their discomfort is not your responsibility. You cannot control how others react. You can only control your actions. Others might try to re-enter your life through manipulation. They'll create crises, exaggerated dramas, or personal emergencies, hoping that you'll come running to their aid. They might say things like, "I don't know what to do without you," or "You're the only person who can help me." This is an emotional trap. By playing on your compassion, they seek to pull you back into the dynamic where you're the giver and they're the taker. Recognize these ploys for what they are and maintain your boundaries. Then, there are those who will simply ghost you. They'll disappear from your life as soon as they realize they can no longer benefit from you. They won't confront you directly. Instead, they'll silently distance themselves. And while this can hurt, it's actually a blessing in disguise. They've removed themselves from your life, freeing up space for those who will value and respect you for who you are, not what you can give them. It's a painful but necessary part of the process. Amidst these reactions, maintain your composure. Do not engage in arguments or defend yourself against false accusations. Your actions will speak louder than any words. Those who truly know you will see through the deception. Truth has a way of revealing itself over time. Protecting your blessings starts with recognizing that not everyone is entitled to your energy. You are the one who decides where, when, and how your blessings flow. It's about cultivating an awareness of your limits and respecting those limits. Too often you've given without pause, without checking in with yourself to see if you had anything left to give. Now, it's time to change that. You need to be as mindful of your own well-being as you are of others. Establish daily practices that reinforce your boundaries and replenish your spirit. This could include morning affirmations, setting intentions for your day, or ending the evening with gratitude reflections. These habits keep you centered and aware of your energy levels. Surround yourself with a supportive community. Seek out like-minded individuals who understand the importance of mutual respect and reciprocity. Engage in activities and groups that align with your values and uplift your spirit. These connections will reinforce your commitment to maintaining healthy boundaries. Create practices in your life that help you stay grounded. Meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature are excellent ways to reconnect with yourself and your source of energy. These practices help you stay attuned to your needs so that you can better protect your energy. They also help you recognize when you're being depleted and need to recharge. These rituals serve as your fortress, ensuring that your blessings are only shared when you have an abundance to give. Protecting your blessings also means learning how to say no without guilt. You are not responsible for other people's happiness or fulfillment. If someone is upset because you didn't cater to their needs, that's their issue to resolve, not yours. Saying no is an act of self-care, a way of ensuring that you are not drained by those who do not reciprocate. It's not about shutting people out. It's about being selective with whom you allow into your energy field. Only those who respect and appreciate your boundaries deserve a place in your life. Stay vigilant for red flags in new relationships. Early signs of overdependence, manipulation, or disregard for your time are indicators to proceed with caution or to disengage. Trust your intuition. It often senses misalignments before your conscious mind registers them. Remember, protecting your blessings isn't about building walls to keep people out. It's about creating a healthy environment where you and others can thrive. It's about ensuring that your generosity flows from a place of abundance rather than depletion. Moving forward means embracing a future where your energy is respected, where your blessings are cherished, and where you no longer feel the need to overextend yourself for others. It's about stepping into your power with confidence, knowing that protecting your energy is not selfish, it's essential. When you give from a place of wholeness, you offer your best self to the world. But when you give from a place of depletion, everyone suffers, including you. It's important to remember that letting go of the people who are using you is not a loss, it's a gain. You are creating space for new, healthier relationships to enter your life, relationships that are built on mutual respect, care, and reciprocity. The universe always fills the void, so trust that by releasing what no longer serves you, you are making room for something far greater. Focus on your personal growth and the opportunities that lie ahead. What passions have you neglected while catering to others? What dreams have you put on hold? Now is the time to rediscover those interests and invest in your own happiness. Embracing this new chapter of your life requires releasing any lingering guilt or regret. It's natural to feel a mix of emotions when you distance yourself from people who were once close, even if they were unhealthy connections. Acknowledge these feelings, but don't let them anchor you to the past. Surround yourself with positivity. Engage with content, people, and environments that uplift and inspire you. Let go of media or influences that drain your energy or reinforce negative patterns. Your mind is a powerful tool. Feed it with thoughts that align with your newfound path. Lastly, practice forgiveness, not necessarily for others but for yourself. Forgive yourself for the times you overextended, for the moments you ignored red flags, for any perceived mistakes. Understand that every experience has brought you to this point of awakening. Embrace it fully and move forward without looking back. Remember this: as a chosen one, your blessings are powerful, but not everyone deserves access. It's okay to take back your energy when people show their true colors. They're mad because you took away the privilege of getting your blessings, and that's not your problem, it's theirs. So stand tall, protect your energy, and keep shining. You've got this.